Hello, fellow crafters and crocheters. Welcome back to another tutorial. In this video, we will create this easy and fun hair bow band. So first, we're going to create a slip knot, and we will chain 11. So after we've chained 11 in this first row, we're going to create 11 single crochets in the second row. And we're going to start from not the first chain but the second chain. So we're going to create 11 single crochets into each chain to complete the second row. I love this color, especially this time of the year during the fall. It's a beautiful cyan color. I believe that's cyan or cinnamon color. It's not red, but just a nice cinnamon, kind of like a brick color that I picked up from Hobby Lobby in my little shopping spree at Hobby Lobby. So we're almost to the end here, so I'm gonna create that last single crochet and pull it through. We'll chain 1 and start the third row. So here we will create 11 single crochets, but we're going to do that from the back hook. So go into the back hook of the next chain, grab the yarn, pull through, go through the back hook again, grab the yarn and pull through to create your single crochet. And you're just going to continue to do that until you reach the end of the pattern, and this will be for the third row. So we're approaching the end of row 3. We'll chain 1 and turn the work over, and basically we're just going to continue the same pattern 2 more times until we reach the end. Just single crochet in the back loop of each chain. So here we've completed the 4th row. We're now going into the 5th row for our last row of this pattern. So essentially you have 5 rows, and so we'll do that here, and just complete that out with the single crochet in the back loops of each chain. So here we've reached the last single crochet. We've created our pattern, and you should have sort of a rectangular shape here, and your edges should be even. We'll talk about accomplishing an even row or pattern in another video, but it should be even on both sides. I'm going to go ahead and cut the yarn here, and this will leave a tail on both ends at the starting point and at the end point. And I'm just going to take the my yarn needle and weave the yarn back into the pattern itself. You can also do this with your crochet needle. It's whatever it's most comfortable for you. So I'm just gonna, as you can see, just weave it back in to the pattern to kind of make it disappear before I cut the tail off. So pull it through a little bit, not to pull it too tight because you don't want it to shrink. You just want to weave it back in. So I'm going to cut that off, and I left a little bit there, so I'm going to cut it off there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, just weave that tail into the top portion of the pattern to make it look seamless, and then you can cut the tail. So great. Now I'm going to just take a piece of the scrap yarn from this pattern. I had a lot of scrap. So whenever possible, just reuse your scrap. So it's a little piece of yarn. You can measure it if you want to, but it's really not necessary here. What we're going to do is wrap the yarn around the middle of the pattern to create a bow-like effect. So this gives the pattern the bow effect. And I'm just going to tie it here, just a couple of knots here, or one knot. It doesn't matter, but make sure when you tie it, it creates you shrink it in the middle. So gonna shrink that in the middle and tie it, not too tight, but just tight enough to create the fan effect, so to speak, or the bow effect. So just tighten it up a little bit, just positioning it so it's right in the middle. And so we're going to tighten it there, and go ahead and tie it. And sorry about that. Now I'm going to just stretch the both sides out a little bit, and cut off the tail where I tied it. So okay, so now we will add our favorite ribbon around the middle. I just used the yarn to create the effect. Now I'm going to go back and use the ribbon, and in this particular case I'm using a checkered ribbon that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree every now and then will have some really nice ribbon, inexpensive ribbon. You just have to be careful, and it just depends on the quality of your pattern, depending on the quality of your material and project. Maybe you want to use something a little bit more defined, but in this particular case I'm just using it for a hair bow, and it will create a beautiful effect pattern against the cinnamon color bow. So I'm just going to wrap it around the same area where I wrapped the yarn. So I'm going to just take it over, make sure it's in the middle. And I will use just a little bit of glue to keep the ribbon in place. And of course, if you want to take it up a notch, you can use twine, or you can also add some embellishment to the ribbon for extra pop. Every now and then I like to add some embellishment, but I'm going to keep it simple here for this tutorial, and just use the checkered ribbon. I'm not sure what you call this, but I'm calling it a checker ribbon. So just going to fold it over and try to maintain the shape of the bow. So we have a little bit of some leftover ribbon. I'm just going to cut this off here so it can be cohesive, and reshape my bow a little bit. I think that's absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to spread it out on the ends, and then I'm going to add the band to the back of the bow, and I'll do that and come back. So we've created our hair bow pin. I hope you found this tutorial easy. I think these are beautiful, very easy to make, and just in time for fall. I hope you like, share, and leave a comment if you wish, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.